Judge Ratha uthi, I will sue you. Hey guys, the court descended into chaos. But I can tell you this, ne? I often wonder as to how Judge Ratha was admitted into the judicial judicial, right? I often ask myself such questions to say, I wonder how did this judge became a judge? Because I mean, I should think that one of the attribute or one of the characteristics of that individual is that they should be able to control the court and keep the decorum of the court, and you know what I'm saying. But I kind of feel like a lot of things that are, well, not even feel like, but a lot of things that we are observing in that courtroom has been ordered and rightfully delivered. You understand? Because I mean, the judge will insinuate, will bully people. You understand? In today's court proceeding, as of the 28th of May 2024, the judge, that chaos was very unnecessary, like literally unnecessary. At the same time, uthi Advocate Mngomezulu, I'm still going to launch an application to have you be dealt with or be disciplined. Yeah. Hey, and there are things that I want us to dissect as to the things that were happening there. If I were to get an audio or a video that will show you that, I will do so, even if I can't get it today, but even if it's tomorrow. But one thing that you should rest assured is that we'll talk about that, right? Because I mean, this judge. Come on, this judge keeps saying, I've never been accused of this and this, but the behavior says there has been a lot of things that we don't know which have happened behind the scene, because it can't be that this man who is so matured, right, in terms of the age, because people mistaken maturity with age, in terms of the age, right, matured in terms of the age. No, man. Nah. Something is not make sure in that court. Something is off. Something is not right. And I've got to tell you guys, there's something is not right with the things that are happening in that court. And the judge is the culprit, is the reason why the court often descend into chaos. He does not, and I'm going to dissect and I'm going to substantiate why I'm saying what I'm saying. But nevertheless, there's something as well that I know that it is make sure, and that is this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, I mean, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so one of the things that the judge does, right, they disagree with Advocate Mngomezulu, but what he does is that he tells Advocate Mngomezulu, I mean, how best can I say this? He reads the law. He says, I've been accused by Advocate Mngomezulu of descending into the arena unnecessary. And then he quotes the law that says he may ask questions and everything, of which after quoting that, I'm gonna come back to that one. He then tried to justify his behavior by saying that is as per the law. And Advocate Mngomezulu wants to argue that you are manipulating the law. But then he says to Advocate Mngomezulu, he reads the law, but he doesn't want Advocate Mngomezulu to respond to what he says. And then Advocate Mngomezulu says, listen, I'm the one who brought that. You are not fair. If you are going to address what I said to you and disagree with it, but then you are not expecting me to respond to what you say. You're not fair. Okay. Here's an interesting part about it. This judge has done exactly the same to Advocate Mshololo. And not once, not twice, more than two times. Where, how best can I say this? He has done it to Advocate Mshololo, where something will be said about him, and then he responds, and then he doesn't want you to respond. That is an abuse of power. That is an abuse of authority. That is an abuse of office. If we are to engage, let me give you an example about it. You know you have an abusive partner, and I know that these days often abuse is associated with men, which I disagree. Because abuse have got different types of it is different, right? There is sexual abuse, which is different, by the way. There's there's a lot in terms of the sexual abuse. There's emotional abuse. There's financial abuse. There's, you know what I'm saying. So you find that men can be most of the time they do what we call it sexual abuse, where they violate you. But there's a sexual abuse that women does out there, which is to deprive you sex intentionally because they are punishing you if you disagree with them, right? There are so many types of abuse out there. But what we're saying is, if you are a man, you can't use your strength to overpower this woman. It's unfair to the other person. That's what I'm saying. It's also unfair to a man when a woman gatekeeps sex because or as a source of punishment to get a point. What we are arguing ultimately is that don't use what we call it an unfair advantage, right? Because we have strength. That's our unfair advantage in comparison to women, right? They have, if you are married to her, she has the private part of a female. It is an unfair advantage if you are now punishing me with that. Let's fight fair. That's the point. Yes, that is what if you were to attend sessions, either psychiatric session or social worker from, they will always say, let's fight fair. That's the point I wanted us to arrive at, is that when we fight, we have to fight fair, right? Fighting fair is not what we are seeing in court. Just like now, I've been trying to draw this parallel with a couple in a relationship that is supposed to be fighting fair, not using the unfair advantage. In this point in time, the unfair advantage lies with Judge Ratha because he is the judge. He makes the decisions, right? Now, if he is to engage in a disagreement with the defense, he's got to do it. Let them fight fair. Again, do you notice the word? Be fair. You can't tell the defense that, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You can't respond to me. Because you are a judge, then why are you fighting with me? It's unfair. It's your unfair advantage now. It's like me being an ordinary man fighting with a lawyer. The lawyer then resorts to the, you know what I'm saying? It's an unfair advantage. You understand? So I'm saying to you, we are constantly being subjected to that by Judge Ratha, and he doesn't see anything wrong with that. The court descended where Judge Ratha ended up telling advocate, because he saw that advocate was not backing down. He ended up telling advocate Mngomezulu that I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you. When Advocate Mngomezulu told him that, in fact, he said, do you know that I can sue you? Right? It was then when Advocate Mngomezulu had told him that, listen, Nami, I'm still preparing that Is it three? Is it what? I thought it says 375, but 375 is the case, right? Advocate Mngomezulu argued that when you've got a problem of siding with the state, of which Advocate Mngomezulu was absolutely and 110% right. He even used the word, you have collided with the state, colluded, yes. Or in other words, you are in bed with the state, right? And he proved to him that we can go now and check the records. 2 minutes, 1 minute ago, we were saying this. I can prove it to you. And the judge says, no, we're not going to do that. Why? Because he knew if the judge was not, if the judge was fair, right? If the judge was, oh, look, if the judge knew that there's no unfairness in him, he wouldn't have easily said, let's go. But because he knows himself that, you know what, there's something that I might have said which is wrong. And then he starts saying that, no, we're not going to do that. That is why I'm saying we are seeing people that are using their authority to fight whatever they are fighting in court, which is an unfair advantage again and again. I've been emphasizing on this. It is unfair. 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 And it will never be fair, right? Icon. No, we regret having Judge Ratha Mogoatleng as the president. I mean, as a judge presiding over the case of Senzo Meyiwa. We regret. It's one of the decisions that I think we will live to regret. History will regret writing about the presiding judge in the Meyiwa case as it was Judge Ratha Mogoatleng. People who shall be reading this, who doing their investigation or doing their thesis or doing whatever they will be doing on the Senzo Meyiwa case, they will regret coming across this video, because this video that I'm recording right now shall serve as a testimony or as an evidence that we as the public, we've always disagreed with the behavior of the judge. We are in this because of him. Let me demonstrate this and probably be the end of the video. Guys, if I am instructed to, if I were to get into your team, for instance, let's say we are a marketing team, right? So we are dealing with projects. Maybe we've got a campaign that is coming up, and I'm tasked with the responsibility to lead these people. One thing that I shall be judged on is the results. The results are influenced by the production. The production is influenced by people. People are influenced by a lot of things, including leadership. Leadership can influence people otherwise, and that's what we don't understand. In fact, not can, it does often. For a company to perform well, it depends on a good leader. You find a dictator that does not allow other team members or other people in that team to express themselves, then people end up feeling like, what's the point of giving my all? That's one. But for the mere fact that you call it a team, for that reason, for the fact that you call it a team, you are simply saying it's not Hitler's world. It's everyone's world. You are simply saying it's not a one-man show, but everybody, regardless of their position or status, regardless of their salary, they have a contribution. A cleaner may tell you, no, man, I think, guys, if you can turn this into this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a team thing. People must understand that it's a team thing. We all have to play our part in making sure that this mission or this project is a success. But if you look at the behavior of the judge, I don't think this judge understands the word team player. I honestly don't understand that Judge Ratha Mogoatleng appreciate the word team. Yeah. It makes me question a lot about Judge Ratha Mogoatleng. There are a lot of things that I'm beginning to doubt because of Judge Ratha Mogoatleng. I'm now beginning to doubt A lot of them.